Hey y'all, Natalie here today, and I'm using the new America the Beautiful collection from PhotoPlay Paper, and it's so pretty. I love it so much. I love to do patriotic layouts. So I'm also using my favorite large punch from EK Success. It's the large scallop punch that you see there. So my idea was to make a flag. So I grabbed the striped paper. To do this process with other papers, or it would work really well with just solids, solid cardstock. I did realize that once I got all of these strips cut, and I'm going to do like a star navy blue strip, it is a little busy. So the background couldn't really be a pattern paper. It would have been a little much. So that's kind of the idea I'm going with there. So I won't make you watch me cut all of the strips, but now I'm going to do the navy blue. There weren't a lot of solids. Most of the pages in this collection were both colors. So I was going to initially kind of like mix and match like a solid red and a solid white, but that wasn't really an option. But it's okay because the striped paper worked really well for it. So there's the photo of my husband that I'm going to scrapbook. We were waiting on the fireworks there, waiting for it to get dark. But he has this like floral shirt on. And so I thought that this floral paper kind of matched it really well. And I super love it. I think it's so gorgeous. So I'm gonna gut it so I can use the inside again, because why waste like, 10 or more inches of this gorgeous paper. Because all I need is the border. Like I said, the flag scallops would be too busy on a pattern paper. So I'm gonna gut down this gray cardstock. The stickers are really bright white, but the papers have like a rustic dingy quality to it, which I love, but a bright white paper probably wouldn't have looked great up against that floral. I think that's kind of creamy colored, so that's why I went with the gray there. So I actually end up having to work with these scallops for quite a bit to get them right, because as you can see right there, I'm trying to stagger them. So I do want them to stagger. And anyway, it just took me quite a few minutes, so I won't make you watch the whole thing. But basically the idea is I'm trying to make a flag. So I put a little bit of blue up there in the left-hand corner, and then kind of alternate red and white. I mean, it's not perfect, but alternate those the rest of the flag, and my plan is to sew down the tops of these to keep them. So there, I finally got it. I was celebrating because it took me a little minute. So I'm going to kind of just like move them off, but keep them in the same way that I have them set out, and one at a time I'm going to go off screen and use my sewing machine and sew down the strips across the top of each strip. And there they are. So I did get it a little wonky. So you can see like that it's kind of going uphill there on the red side. So I try to like rough it up and make it look a little more even. In the end, I end up adding another blue piece, and it evens out that rectangle, and it just helps me, because I know I'm normally not like a super precise scrapper, but I did want the title to go across the top of the flag. And so if the title is like going uphill, it would have been really noticeable. So I pulled out some stickers from my stash. Silver. I don't know why. I just tend to gravitate towards silver when I'm doing a patriotic layout. So I have these tiny alphas that are from the Chamel Field Trip collection. I have a couple packs of them. I just stuck them all in the same packaging. But the title's going to be "You Make My Heart Go Boom, Boom, Boom." And there were 2 boom stickers in the PhotoPlay collection. So I just added like a giant final boom with my thickers. Now here I am using my T-square ruler and a white gel pen just to add a white border around the edge, because I'm considered sewing, but my flag is so near the edge of each side of the paper that I didn't want to add another stitch. So I just kind of did a faux stitch. I mean, it doesn't even look like a stitch. It just looks like a white stripe, but it just adds a little bit of interest around the page, and I'm happy with how it looks. So that's where the title is going to go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start working on the bottom there. Yeah, that's when I decided to add that extra blue piece. And there I did it. And so it evened out my rectangle, and you can't even tell. So I'm floofing up all of the scallops because that was the purpose of it, to have some dimension coming off the page. That one didn't get tucked in there too well with the stitching, but I love it. And I tucked the photo up under one of the levels of scallops. I don't actually have any mixed media on the background of this paper, but I am still going to use my Nuvo adhesive to stick down all these little alphas, just because adhesive that comes on them doesn't work forever, and it's just such a pain to be looking through an album and see things that you need to fix, right? So I get it all on there at the top, and now I'm going to work on the bottom boom booms. That doesn't sound good, right? I'll take this moment to let you know that I picked this up in the Cherry on Top store. I'm going to put my affiliate link down below in the description box, and you can grab it as well. They always have free shipping over $49, and they usually have some really great sales going on too. So if you use my affiliate link to get there, I would really appreciate it. And I would also love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. Really trying to grow here on YouTube, and I get super excited every time I get a new subby. So it was a little too pristine for me at the top. I didn't add gesso, but I'm only adding a very few splatters with my spray there, and it's a navy blue spray. I'm making sure to cover my photo. I'm being super duper careful to not spill it, because that would be a disaster. I left that open bottle sitting right next to the layout, right? But I did it. I added those blue splatters, and now I'm going through with just this really, really sheer white sparkly shimmers, and it just adds some shine to the page in a little bit of dimension, because it dries kind of like it's little beads a little bit. And now I'm going to go through with the sticker sheet, and like I said, those stickers are on a bright white background, so you got to kind of be okay with mixing and matching here, because to me none of the other whites in the collection are bright white, but I think it combines well with this light gray. That's my suggestion. Don't try to do like creams and whites. Go with like some grays. So I'm just adding a couple of little stickers around the page, and then I'm going to add some silver jewels at the end, and then we're going to be done. I love that floral, and I just needed half of it, so I just cut it in half, and I'll save the rest for later. Add in a few stars at the top and a few stars at the bottom. And like I said, those little silver jewels at the end, and that's going to be it. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have been inspired today to use your punch to create a shape. That's a super fun way to use a really large border punch. It's one of my favorite tools. I always love every page that I make with it. So I will link that down below as well. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.